What a great college football game, because especially it's great for us because we won. But Washington State, Luke Falk, Mike Leach. It seems like when Luke Falk throws the ball on the sidelines expand because they're always right perfect. And they're always like an inch inbounds. He did that on film too. That was an exciting game. The thing that our team kept doing that we kept talking about, and I would believe they would, is they have such great character and fortitude. They just kept fighting it, and they don't blink. And they just kept playing and playing and playing. That fourth down stand at the beginning of the fourth quarter, to me, was really the turning point of the game when Nick Fisher made the tackle there. And Nick had to come in and play a lot tonight after we lost Foe and Ryan Moeller. So very proud of him. We talk all the time about you have to star in your role, whatever your role is, and your roles change. Star in your role, and then everybody's dreams can come true. So we're marching to try to make our dreams come true. I'll take any questions at this time.
Mike, you often compare all this to a heavyweight fight.
Yeah.
So this was pretty much like a heavyweight fight. And then at the end of the third quarter, you guys kind of got them on the ropes and then just kept swinging.
Right.
Can you talk about the way you guys finished this game, and defensively, but also offensively, how you put everything together?
Yeah. Number one, Drew Wilson has got our guys in great shape. And then our guys are battle-tested and hardened. You used to always tell me about, can we win one of those? Can we win one of those? And now we're able to do. They've just been through it so much, and the younger guys are stepping in and catching on to what's going on. But yeah, they just kept fighting. That's what I'm saying. We say all the time, and I just started saying it about 3 weeks ago that we do not blink, and that means you just keep looking and you keep fighting and you keep swinging, and you don't worry about anything else.
Can you just talk about Cepho's performance tonight? And
yeah,
I mean, it seemed like whatever you guys needed at any given time in the game, he was able to provide and seemingly save the best performance of his career for the biggest stage.
Yeah, he played excellent. He's such a battler. He's such a warrior. Got hit on the hip pointer. He was hurting. Came back. He just kept fighting and battling. And he played really well. He played like I figured Cepho would. He'll probably come here and say, I missed a couple throws here and there, but that happens. I mean, we threw it 41 times. He ran it. How many times did he run it? He ran it 23 times. Some of them were scrambles. He just did an excellent job and kept our team fighting and believing.
Coach, could you just talk about back there?
Okay.
In the back.
All right.
Could you just talk about your offensive line? You guys did a really good job rushing the ball in the second half, sustaining some drives, and kept their offense off the field.
Right. Our offensive line played well. They're a very good defense. They stunt a lot. Like I said before earlier in the week, they're going to stunt some. They'll have some negative plays. They'll have some hurries on us. But we have to just keep battling, keep fighting, and then we'll pop them and keep working. And that's what we did. Our offensive line did an excellent job of staying after it there and staying with it. And Philip did a good job of seeing some runs there, and so did Cepho. I was very proud of the offensive line.
Coach, you guys weren't supposed to be here, right? Like early polling, we all know how
right.
what can be, but they pick you last. You're at the door knocking. Is the chip a big motivation, or is the buy-in bigger, do you think?
The buy-in's bigger. I believe the buy-in's bigger by everybody. I think the chip is within their heart and soul now. They've got such a fortitude and a fight, and they truly believe in each other. I asked them just today for the 5 hours when we left the hotel till the game ended, just everybody be all in. Everybody. The guys that might not play much, the guys that are playing a lot, the sidelines was all in. Everybody and the guys that had to go out there and play different spots. We had to move around our special teams a lot because Foe and Ryan Moeller playing a lot of special teams. So there was a lot of guys that y'all didn't really notice that had to jump in there and play. We had a couple walk-ons that jumped in there and did really well, and just very, very proud of what they're doing. So that just shows you the care they have for each other and attention to detail to be ready to go.
Coach, one of the first things you talked about over here. Coach,
Lights are
one of the
bright.
first things you talked about last week after the game was you wanted the fans to show up.
Yep.
How do you feel about the fans?
I thought it was great. They did. And I know it's hard for some of the kids. They got to go home for Thanksgiving break and all that. But I imagine there'll be a bunch of them getting some early plane flights back for this next Saturday. And I'm excited about seeing the place overflowing. So it was exciting. It was a great atmosphere. It was really loud in there. It was a lot of fun. It's just fun to see that with our young men, to know that they've done that. They've brought people back out. They've kind of reconnected the state of Colorado with their team, the University of Colorado, and I think that's really special.
Coach, Cepho tonight was particularly Wiley in the backfield. There were a couple times where he
Wiley, define that for me real quick.
well, he was
Wiley Coyote.
Escapable? He's escaping?
he was like a snake back there. There were a couple plays
Okay,
where
all right.
he had this sweep, duck, and
Wiley,
bail.
that's a good cartoon I used to watch when I was little, right?
But how important is it to see your quarterback elongating plays in a close matchup?
He has to do that. He's going to have to be able to do that some. All the good quarterbacks are able to elongate the play and get them in the right play, and he did that a lot tonight. And it's going to happen from time to time, and he was able to do that tonight and really made some big plays. He elongated three or four third down plays that kept us going. Really, that was the difference in the game when you look at the stats. We had a better third down percentage, and they had a third down percentage, and I think that made a huge difference.
Chris Graham gave you some breathing room. It seems like every time you bench a kicker, the other kicker comes in and
Yeah.
makes a field goal.
So what I need to do is tell them bench before, and then tell them to go out there and kick, right? Yeah, okay. We did that change, and Chris made a really big field goal there. It was great. I think that was a big momentum shift for us. Davis is kicking really well on the extra points, getting them up high. We'll just keep working at it this week and see who does the best again. But they've been able to handle that pretty well.
Like you said, about 3 weeks you've been saying.
How you
don't
doing?
blink.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Did that come out of the Stanford game? Or what precipitated you saying we don't blink?
It did come out of the Stanford game. After the Stanford game, that was a game we could have blinked and said there's no way, and they just kept battling, and we've just kept doing that. And I've noticed how they just keep fighting. There was to me, the beginning of the fourth quarter, they're on the 40-yard line. They kind of move down. They go for it on the fourth down, and we kind of rise up. And they were kind of moving the ball on us. We rise up and stop them. I think that was one of the big momentum plays in the football game. Nick Fisher made a really good play there, and he made another good play on another fourth down stop on a tackle.
Yeah, how would you describe to someone who just saw you in person for the first time, kind of what's gone on here last few years and how it built to this?
I can't say that. It'd take about 20 hours on it. Everybody that's seen it. I think that our young men have just kept fighting, and I use the 3 Ps that I use all the time personally, and our guys have done it. Is persistence, passion, and prayer, and just keep doing it. And then the thing that they've done is they've united as a bunch of guys, believing that they together can accomplish anything, and it's really special to see. And I've said it before. To me, there's no doubt it's awesome right now, but I feel like I always get graded when they're 30 and they're 35. I really do. And I think they've learned a lot of great life lessons of caring for other people, blocking out the outside, and just keep putting one foot in front of the other, because they're going to have a lot of hard times ahead of them in life, and hopefully they can revert back to some of the lessons that we've taught them and they've learned here.